How to Find Cheap Stocks by www.options-trading-education.com. Low interest rates have helped drive stock prices to astronomic levels, and now the surprise election of Trump has occasioned a rally. The problem for investors and traders is how to find cheap stocks that still have a chance to run up. Fox Business suggests a couple of stocks that are cheap. With the major indexes near all-time highs and with valuations well above the historic average, cheap stocks are like needles in a haystack. Finding compelling value is much harder today than it was a few years ago, and the post-election rally hasn't helped. There are still some cheap stocks available, although they come with trade-offs that help explain their beaten-down valuations. General Motors, New York Stock Exchange GM, and Bed Bath & Beyond, NASDAQ BBBY, are both undeniably cheap, but the details are important for investors considering buying shares of these companies. GM is selling at just 6 times projected 2017 earnings. However, its U.S. earnings may be peaking after years of growth. Another issue is the fight that Trump is picking with China. GM does a lot of business in China, and a trade war would be a disaster for the U.S. automaker. Bed Bath & Beyond has been hurt by e-commerce competition. It sells at a P/E ratio of 10, but needs to enter the e-commerce world to make up for lost foot traffic. Both of these companies look like great deals, but may have problems. How do you find cheap stocks with more upside potential? Energy stocks. Oil prices have been in a funk for a long time and eventually will recover, at least to a degree. That will bring up stock prices. How to find cheap stocks in the energy sector is not hard, but which ones are set to recover? Investor Place has 3 energy stocks to buy. With oil prices stabilizing and OPEC apparently agreeing to production cuts, for now, it suggests that some of the beaten-down energy stocks on the market may be stocks to buy at this point in time. Their suggestions are Transocean, RIG, National Oil Well Varco Incorporated, NOV, and Anadarko Petroleum Corporation, APC. Transocean operates offshore drilling platforms. National Oil Well Varco is a diversified oil services company, and Anadarko Petroleum is diversified across exploration and production and across the world. All 3 are set to gain at higher oil prices, and the more they are diversified, the safer bets they are. Are all stocks cheap? Forbes says that even as the Dow closes on 20,000, stocks are still cheap. After 7 years of central bank manufactured and managed recovery, which could only produce a dangerous stall speed level of growth, the hands-off from monetary-driven growth policies to fiscal and structural-driven growth policies are finally coming. We now have a government in the U.S. that has the will and mandate to pick up the baton from the central banks and inject pro-growth medicine into what has been a patient on 7 years of life support. This argument is that lower taxes and cash injection into the economy are a better way to drive growth than central bank-inspired low interest rates. The market certainly thinks that growth is on the way, but earnings need to go up to support longer-term growth in stock prices. For more insights and useful information about options trading, visit www.options-trading-education.com.